For centuries, adventurers, scholars, and spiritual seekers have searched for one of the most legendary artifacts in human history, the Ark of the Covenant. Is it real? Could it still be out there? And if so, could we ever truly find it? Today we're diving deep into history, archaeology, and faith to explore one of the most fascinating mysteries of all time, the Ark of the Covenant. Let's start at the beginning. The Ark of the Covenant is one of the most important sacred objects mentioned in the Bible. According to the Old Testament, it was built by the Israelites during their time in the wilderness after escaping slavery in Egypt. It was made of acacia wood, overlaid with gold, and topped with 2 golden cherubim. But the Ark wasn't just a beautiful box. It was said to hold the 2 stone tablets of the 10 Commandments, the laws given by God to Moses on Mount Sinai. It also symbolized the very presence of God among the people of Israel. It represented the covenant between God and his chosen people, a sacred agreement and a symbol of divine authority. In Jewish tradition, the Ark had great religious and cultural meaning. It was carried into battle, believed to have incredible power, and was kept in the innermost part of the tabernacle, the Holy of Holies. Later, it was placed in Solomon's temple in Jerusalem. Only the high priest could enter this sacred space once a year on Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement, to offer sacrifices and prayers on behalf of the people. The Ark played a major role in the rise of ancient Israel. Stories tell of the Ark stopping rivers, bringing victory in battle, and even causing destruction when treated with disrespect. When the Israelites carried it into the Jordan River, the waters parted. When they marched around Jericho with it, the walls collapsed. But when someone touched it without proper reverence, they died instantly, according to the scriptures. But why do these stories matter? Some scholars believe they were written to establish political and religious power. The Ark, as a symbol of divine authority, helped unify the nation and gave spiritual weight to the leaders of Israel. It legitimized kings, validated the priesthood, and became the centerpiece of worship and identity for the Hebrew people. Now let's look at the evidence and theories about the Ark's existence. While we have no confirmed physical remains of the Ark today, the Bible gives detailed descriptions of its design, its use, and its significance. It was a rectangular chest, about 4 feet long and 2 feet wide and high. It had gold rings on its side so it could be carried with poles, and the lid, called the mercy seat, was said to be the earthly throne of God. Some archaeologists have found artifacts and ancient texts that match parts of the biblical descriptions. These include ritual objects, temple items, and inscriptions that speak of sacred vessels. However, nothing has been found that directly confirms the Ark's existence. Some argue that the absence of evidence is not evidence of absence, but others believe the Ark may never have existed as described. So where could it be? Many theories have been proposed. One popular idea is that the Ark was hidden before the Babylonian destruction of Jerusalem in 586 BC. The priests may have concealed it to protect it from being looted or destroyed. Some believe they buried it under the Temple Mount or took it to a secure location outside the city. Some believe it could still be hidden beneath the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, a site sacred to Jews, Christians, and Muslims. But due to political and religious tensions, major archaeological digs there are very limited. The risk of disturbing holy sites or triggering conflict makes excavating the area extremely complicated. Another fascinating theory points to Ethiopia. According to tradition, the Ark was brought to the city of Aksum by Menelik I, the son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. Ethiopian Christians believe the Ark is kept in the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion. However, no one, not even researchers, is allowed to see it. A single guardian monk is entrusted with watching over it, and he remains isolated for life. Other theories suggest the Ark was taken by the Knights Templar, hidden in secret tunnels, or even lost in a natural disaster. Some think it was carried off to Egypt, Arabia, or even as far as Europe or the Americas. Legends tell of secret societies and ancient maps, but no conclusive proof has surfaced. But searching for the Ark is not easy. Forgeries, myths, and hoaxes have made it hard to separate fact from fiction. Some ancient relics have been falsely claimed to be the Arkansas. Fake arks have appeared in museums, shrines, and private collections. Some scholars even believe it may have been destroyed or lost forever. If it was made of wood, it might not have survived centuries of decay, fire, or war. Despite the mystery, modern archaeologists continue the search. Over the past few decades, several discoveries have reignited interest in the Arkansas. Explorations in Israel, Jordan, and Egypt have uncovered ancient religious sites that shed light on the worship practices of early Israelites. Some of these sites resemble the biblical descriptions of the tabernacle and early temples. For example, in Israel, remains of ancient temples and ritual items have been uncovered that match descriptions of early Jewish worship practices. Some believe these finds may point to the Ark's historical context. They offer insight into how sacred objects were used, transported, and protected. Technology has also played a role. Ground-penetrating radar and other non-invasive tools are being used to scan areas like the Temple Mount, in hopes of discovering hidden chambers or tunnels. In some cases, drones and satellite imagery have been used to locate unexplored ruins or detect patterns in the landscape. At the same time, some archaeologists have turned to forgotten historical records and ancient writings from other cultures to trace the Ark's possible movements. Texts from Egypt, Babylon, and surrounding regions may hold clues. Linguists and historians analyze these texts for mentions of sacred objects or mysterious disappearances. However, not all experts agree on what these discoveries mean. Some argue that certain findings have been exaggerated, or that people are seeing what they want to see. The Ark is so famous, and the desire to find it so strong, that even minor clues can be overinterpreted. Even when new evidence emerges, the question remains, can we ever truly prove that it's the Ark? Or will it always remain a mystery lost to time? Some say only divine intervention will reveal it. Others think its rediscovery is a matter of time and technology. Beyond archaeology and history, the Ark of the Covenant continues to inspire people around the world. It has become a powerful symbol in religion, art, and popular culture. Its mystery speaks to our deepest desires for connection, purpose, and wonder. In Judaism, the Ark represents God's covenant with His people. Even though the original Ark is gone, its memory lives on in synagogue traditions and religious texts. The Torah scrolls are often kept in a special cabinet that symbolizes the Ark, preserving the sacred link between past and present. In Christianity, the Ark is seen as a foreshadowing of Jesus Christ, a sacred vessel of God's presence. Some theologians interpret the Ark's journey as a symbol of salvation, protection, and divine justice. It is mentioned in the book of Revelation as appearing in heaven. The Ark also appears in movies, books, and video games. Perhaps the most famous example is Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, which brought the legend to life for millions of people. The film showed the Ark as a source of great power and great danger. These stories capture our imagination because the Ark is more than just a lost artifact. It represents mystery, power, and the search for divine truth. It's a puzzle that combines science, faith, and adventure. For some, finding the Ark would confirm their faith. For others, it would be a historical discovery of incredible value. But for everyone, it's a reminder of how deeply connected history and belief can be. The Ark stands at the crossroads of fact and faith, history and legend. So, could we ever find the real Ark of the Covenant? The answer is, maybe. It depends on where you look, how much you're willing to believe, and how far you're willing to go in your search. The search continues, through ancient ruins, sacred texts, and cutting-edge technology. But the deeper story is about more than just an object. It's about humanity's search for meaning, connection, and truth. It's about asking the big questions and being open to the mysteries that remain unsolved. The Ark may still be out there, waiting to be discovered. Or it may have fulfilled its purpose long ago. Either way, the journey to understand it is a journey worth taking. Each step in that journey, each discovery, theory, and insight, brings us closer to understanding our past and ourselves. Whether you're a believer, a skeptic, or just someone curious about history, the Ark of the Covenant challenges us to keep asking questions, to dig deeper, to seek the truth. Because in the end, it's not just about finding the Arkansas. It's about finding meaning in the search. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries. And tell us in the comments, where do you think the Ark of the Covenant might be? Is it in Ethiopia, hidden in Jerusalem, or still lost in the sands of time? We'd love to hear your thoughts.